All right, good morning again, cyber friends. It's Mitty Man coming at you again. This is unusual for me to come back to back like this here in one night, this close together. But I wanted to let everybody know we first of all give God the glory and give Him all the praise for life, health, and strength. And I wanted to let everybody know I was doing. Matter of fact, was getting ready to do some things, set up microphones and headphone set back here where it can be more easily accessible for me to do it. So when I want to get ready to get into songwriting, like I was about to do this about 30 minutes ago, I won't have all that trouble trying to move this and move that and trying to get straight and situated. I already have it done. And so that was the process that I was about to get done just before I had another striking revelation that came to me. A lot of time people, I'm gonna say this here, and then I'm gonna go ahead on and get my room, get my room back here set up for songwriting and production. Um, Sometimes you can want something, I should say, sometimes to be so badly until you'll fool yourself. You'll fool yourself. I'm gonna say it like that. You'll fool yourself into believing that you have that what you think you have, but you don't really have it. Um, I was thinking about a song, one that Michael McDonald, Kenny Loggins wrote back in the 70s. What a fool believes. In other words, that is a powerful song, and you got to listen to it and listen to the lyrics to get the gist of that song is actually saying. But it happens to all of us. It can happen to all of us. If it hadn't happened to you, just keep living and feel lucky. If it had not happened to you, feel blessed that you have not succumbed to that. But it said, what a fool believes he sees. The wise man has the power to reason away. He was speaking of something in the respect of that song about the guy is really, he perhaps wanted this relationship with this female, but it never was. It never really was. But in his mind, he believed it. He wanted it to be, he was trying to recreate what had never been created in the first place. You got to listen to the words of that, the lyrics of that song to get it. But I'm bringing it in another angle. When I was thinking about some things of where I've been, y'all, in my life. And wow, you talking about can relate to this song? Oh my Lord, I can relate to that song so well. Because see, we can be a fool and believe in many things, not just on that romantic stuff like that. That's a big part of most of the thing. But you can be fooled on so many other areas in your life. You can be fooled. You can be a big fool, and you're trying to recreate what never was created. In other words, you're trying to make things be that never was. That never was. In other words, people have a tendency. People can make you think. They can give you or send you out an illusion to make you think that you are matter or important to them, when really and truly, when it really under the surface, when it really boils down to, you don't really mean that much to them as you think. It's sad thing. It's sad to be that way, but it's sad, but it's true. Just like that song was said in Michael McDonald, "What a Fool Believe." It's sad, but it's true. When you get to dealing with certain individuals, and I try to tell people, to try to be careful, be very very careful, because the main person that you belittle, 9 times out of 10, my brothers and sisters, you're going to need that person. That same person going to have to reach down and pick you back up if you're not very careful. But it still doesn't feel so good though when you think about it. You have done the best you can, and you have used your resources, which you didn't have to do, trying to make things right and make things great, thinking that you was doing things that for people to help them and to better them and everything, and you come to find out that it didn't mean nothing to them. It didn't mean nothing when you come to find out. In other words, reality kicks in, just like that song say, what a fool believes he sees, the wise man has the power to reason away. You see one thing for what it is, but it's not that. It's an illusion. It's an illusion. And so what we need to do, and I mean, I'm saying this here as a follower of Christ, I take things like that, I take it with a grain of salt, I pick myself up and I move on. That's what Middleman does. I pick myself up and move on. Cause you can tell, you don't have to be real you ain't got to be all that. You ain't got to have a college education to figure out something. You already know when certain people are not with you and not for you. You can see it in them. You can feel it and you can see it in them. All you got to do is just be. You got to be able to discern things. I heard my sister Mary. We were talking about that in Sunday school this past Thursday night. You got to be able to discern things, and God gives you a discerning spirit. You can discern these here activities and the behavior from these certain folk, and then people will show it to you point blank. Some people don't really care if you know it. They show you, they put you in a spot and they let you know, look, this is where you're gonna be. I could care less whether you stay in that spot or not. If you don't, it's fine with me. But I'm just letting you know that you don't set that well with me. Well, you know what, y'all? As bad as that might sound and as bad as it might make you feel, but you know what? You need to learn to go on. You need to learn to live, let it go, and go on about your business. That's the only thing I know to say to do. And when you have found out and you come out and say you've been that fool that Michael McDonald was talking about, it's time to stop being that fool and start becoming that wise man and have the power to reason away things and put things in perspective and then pick it up and move on. That's what we need to do. Matter of fact, in the song that I got, I got a couple, well, I got plenty of songs, but one in particular I'm thinking about is it's got a lyric that I'm gonna use in it, and it's gonna be similar, not just, it's gonna be similar to what I'm talking about now, not exact, but it's gonna be similar to what I'm talking about what the wise man had the power to do, to reason away, and to not, you're not the only somebody that will ever been played the fool. In other words, if you, yeah, a lot of times people think that they are using you, but you have never been used. Now, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Just because you might think that you've been used. No, you wasn't used. You were being nice. You were doing what you were supposed to do. You were doing what thus said the Lord. You are never being used. That person just don't understand the quality of having somebody that can be there for them. But the main thing, the main people that you step over, that's the one you're gonna need. That's the one you're gonna need. So we got to learn, my brothers and sisters, and Middleman is gonna get on back to the music thing and everything. I still got to get Mixcraft set up the way I want to, and that's what I've been up here doing. I'm taking a break from it right now. I want to get it set up so when I get the idea and the inspiration, I can just go to work right away, hit two switches, and I'm ready to go. I want to get my microphone set up so I don't have to touch it. I want to get my headphones set up where I won't have to touch it. All I have to do is plug it in where I can keep it, from bleeding into the microphone. So that's what we are about to get done as of now. And so, Middleman, we'll be up a little while again tonight. And but we thank God though we are not as tired. We got some sleep and everything, so we did get some rest. And we don't have anything to do this weekend and everything. And we got my health is everything. My medicine is taking it right. So y'all just pray for me, the man. And I just decided I would share that with y'all. I call it this video eye opener. It's an eye opener when you really get it, when you really when you see the real McCoy, when you see the real McCoy in people. And like I said, it's not the people, but it's the devil. It's that Satan that's behind all this here stuff, not the people. It's Satan that's behind the activity. People, we let the devil use us to make us do the thing that we do. If it wasn't for that, we would be all right. But nevertheless, we must go on. So in other words, y'all just remember old me the man told you first. I told you from here, back here with Studio B. I was just saying, this eye opener. What a fool believes he sees sometime. The wise man had the power to reason away. Don't think that you're being used. You never was used. The people just didn't know what they had. That's the point blank. That's the matter of the fact. So with that being said, this is Midman saying peace and good morning.